Hey, welcome back. Thanks for watching. In the last week or so, I went through the comments to my videos and I kind of selected out what I thought to be the most commonly asked questions that I seem to get throughout the time that I've been on YouTube here. And I've answered some of these questions in videos throughout the duration of my channel. But these questions seemingly got brought up more than any others. And so I thought I would compile a list here and make a video and answer these questions. I do want you to remember that I do have a phone number. If you want to text me with questions that perhaps you don't want to ask publicly in the comments, just text me at 618-608-0152, and we can have a conversation there. And several have, especially in the last couple of weeks, it seems like. That's picked up a little bit, but don't be bashful about doing that. Obviously, I want you to be respectful and keep it on point. But I do ask that you include your name and where you live, so I kind of have some idea of who I'm speaking with. But you can always reach me via text with that number. Again, is 618-608-0152. But these comments or these questions that I got were from the comments to videos, and they weren't necessarily from the text messages. But the most common question I have is, how old am I? So now, when I retired, I was 55. My birthday's in April, so I'll be 56 this month. And but when I retired, I was 55 years and I don't know what 4 months. I retired in July of last year. So I did use the rule of 55. So another question was, did I take a 10% penalty in order to retire early? So my plan offered or allowed the rule of 55, which essentially states that you can pull money out of your 401k in the year that you turn 55. And so that being said, that's the money, or that's the way I was able to retire at such an earlier age instead of waiting until 59 and a half. Now, there are different rules. There also is a T72 rule, which I'm not 100% sure of. So don't base any of your decisions off of that mention. But see if your plan offers the rule of 55, or go talk to a financial advisor, and they could help you in that regard too. But your plan administrator will be able to answer those questions. But so I use the rule of 55, which essentially I don't pay any penalty whatsoever on the money that I pull out. Now it is taxed because it's in a non-qualified account, so the money I pull out is taxed, and that is withheld at 20%. So if I pull $100, then 20% of that is withheld with tax or for tax, and so just understand that. But I do not pay a penalty. In what industry did I work in? I worked here at the local oil refinery, the Marathon oil refinery here in town, and I worked there for nearly 27 years. I started out as an operator and worked up to a console or a board operator in the control room, and then my last position when I retired was I was a chief operator, or essentially like a shift leader over a group of men on a shift. We worked 12-hour rotating shifts. 24/7. So, there was never a day off just because it was a holiday. We worked rotating shifts. So anyway, if you're not familiar with that, well, you can look up DuPont's schedule, and perhaps you can learn something about rotating shifts. When will I take Social Security? Now, I'm 56, or soon will be. I have no answer for that right now. My wife she will be 62 this year. And so the decision will need to be made, at some point. Do we take hers at 62? Do we wait? But right now, I have no answer. If I had to answer today, if today was the day I had to say what I was going to do, then I would say I would take it at 65, and she would take it at 65 as well. But that's roughly 8-10 years away for me, and so that's not a decision that I'm anywhere near making. But that is a question that I got quite often, was when I would take Social Security. But if you wait till 70, you get your maximum payout. But there's different variables about when to take and all that. But all that would have to be determined at the time. Now, I will say that if let's just say for my wife, for example, if she doesn't take it at 62, that doesn't mean that she has to wait till she's 63 or 65 to take it. She can take it any time after the age 62, and I can't for that matter. But just understand that it's not a decision that if you missed one opportunity that you don't get it again for another year. And so that is a moving target. So just keep that in mind if you're close to that you don't have to make a decision immediately. What do I do for healthcare? So I was fortunate. My company allows me to stay on the company health plan just like I was an employee, because of my time of service and my age. Now, there is a sliding scale for that. You could retire without those parameters, and but you have to pay more of your monthly premium. But because of my years of service and my age, I qualified for a 100% subsidy, so to speak. And so I was able to keep the same insurance that I had as when I was working at the same cost as well. And so I was very fortunate for that. Now, I know there are others that don't have that ability. But for me, I was very thankful that that was an option for me. Does my wife still work? Well, she will be 62 this year. So she retired at 55. We were having twin grandsons being born, and one was going to have some complications, and so she quit work. She was a career Walmart employee, and she retired in 2019 to help out with the boys when they were born soon after she retired. So she's been a full-time grandma since then. So, and as I record this, grandkid number 8 is scheduled almost any time now. I think the actual due date is April 12th, but grandkid number 8 is very soon to come. So I don't know when this video will post, but it'll probably be very, very close to the time that grandchild number 8 is coming. Let's see here. Will I acquire Bitcoin? The answer is no. I will not buy gold or Bitcoin or any other kind of funky asset that everybody pushes. That's not for me. I don't understand it. I don't want to understand it. And so that being said, I am not going to acquire any Bitcoin. And so if you've got that to sell, just move along, because that's not for me. But anyway, that does seem to be a common question that comes up. So anyway, there are others on there, but I see that I'm getting to be about 7 minutes into this video, and I don't want to go any longer, so I'll make a part 2 for this. But anyway, if you do have questions, put them in the comments or send me a text. And if it feels like it, or if I feel like it's something that could be of benefit for others, I will include that in another video from viewer questions. So anyway, with that, I'll close with this one, part 1, and I will catch you in the next video. God bless, and thanks for watching. Maybe I'll shut that off.